Father says son was definitely set up. What's going on, guys? Make Electric. It is Thursday, the 15th of January, 2015. CNN takes just a couple seconds of a break this morning from the 24-hour Durka coverage to bring us the Oscar nominations. Very interesting. I want to talk about this thing that came out yesterday. Ohio man arrested for alleged plot to attack U.S. Capitol. FBI apparently has broken up some other terrorist plot. You know, do you expect us to believe anything you tell us at this point, FBI? Why don't you tell us what really happened to Special Agent Stephen Ivins out in L.A.? You know, the guy that just went into the woods and shot himself? Bullcrap. On CNN right now, father of the son says he was definitely set up. I don't believe any of this nonsense. I think it's probably another staged bust, probably set up by the FBI in the first place to say, look at us, we're the FBI and we're catching terrorists. I got a lot of stuff to give you here. New ISIS video. You know, first of all, Operation Blackjack alert, and heads up, probably indefinitely now, because this 24-hour psyop that's going on about ISIS and jihad, and they're going to kill everybody, is being done for a reason. They are mentally preparing people for what's to come, in my opinion. Because we know they want to take the guns, we know they want to take away the internet and the rest of our freedoms that we have. We'll get to all that in a minute. Let's just get to these links. New ISIS video instructs followers to attack targets in the West. No doubt there's going to be attacks in America. Some of them are going to be real. Most of them will probably be staged. Diane Frankenstein. Let me give you one from We Are Change. Diane Frankenstein says that there's sleeper cells in America. January 12, 2015. We got another one from CBS News. Obama signs bill. Now check this out, because this will remind you of Larry Silverstein. Just months before 9/11, didn't he sign a big insurance policy specifically covering the World Trade Center for acts of terrorism? Look at this. This came out January 13. Obama signs bill to renew terrorism risk insurance program. Think about that. Are we on the verge of something big? I truly hope not. Be advised, this is all mainstream news. This isn't a conspiracy theory anymore. This is all going out, mainstream news. We Are Change has spy agency planning false flag terror acts in crowded areas, whistleblower claims. January 11. Maybe in the U.S., maybe somewhere else. Be advised. Look at this, and thank you to my friend F-Town for sending me this. The Economist 2015 cover is filled with cryptic symbols and dire predictions. Remember the lone gunman? Remember the Simpsons episodes predicting 9/11? Pull it up and take a look at this picture of The Economist 2015. Look at all the weird shit going on in that photograph. Just saying. Put a link to it. We got one from the Washington Post. U.S. military social media accounts apparently hacked by Islamic State separatists. I don't believe this at all. I think it was probably an inside job to bring on this. Obama cybersecurity proposals, part of decade-old programs. More cybersecurity coming at you. Enjoy this tool we have to communicate. We won't have it forever. Eventually, I'll predict right now, you will need a federal identification card to even access the internet. We all know that's coming sooner or later. The war on the Second Amendment, let's talk about that for a minute. Actor, how do you say his name? Liam Neeson on Paris attack. He's talking about the Paris attack. But his quote is, Americans have too many guns. Screw you. I'll put a link to this. What does America's guns have to do with the Paris attack? Maybe this. MSNBC propaganda puts out. Paris-like attack would be worse in the U.S. for lack of gun control. Really? Well, let's just see you try to Durka in America and see what happens to your terrorist. Put a link to that. Obama declares war on extremism. Are you an extremist? Keep in mind, if you are a prepper, if you're a constitutionalist, if you disagree with the government at all, if you're pro-Second Amendment, if you're pro, anything, if you're against the government at all, you're considered a potential extremist and potential terrorist. So here we have Obama declares war on extremism. Are you an extremist from Zero Hedge? Did he just declare war on the entire American population that does not go along with the government story? The World Post has this. France arrests 54 defending terror, announces crackdown. They are rounding people up. Now, we were talking about this back during NLE 09, 2009, 2010. We were talking about FEMA camps and roundups, and people were sending in Operation Overwatch videos of fenced-in areas with turnstiles. Anybody remember all that? Well, that was conspiracy theory back then, right? Because that's what all those drills were about. But here we are in 2015. In France, they are rounding people up who they think might be connected to terror. Now, if Obama just declared war on the American people or anybody who doesn't agree with the government, what's to say they don't start rounding people up in America? They got these detention camps all ready to go across America. Anybody remember American police force and the crap they tried to pull up in Hardin, Montana? Google that if you don't know what I'm talking about. That's probably all over the place by now. That was years ago. So, be advised, roundups may start. Al-Qaeda claims French attack. Well, of course they do. The Al-Qaeda boogeyman has claimed responsibility for all of this, even though it's all CIA and, Mossad and everything else. We all know that. We are changed. Look at this. New twist. The police investigator in charge of the Paris attack investigation has committed suicide. Or was he suicided? Are you kidding me? The police investigator commits suicide? Or was he on to something they didn't want him to know about and he had to be taken out? We see this all the time. Nobody ever raises an eyebrow. It's the official story and it's nonsense if you believe anything else. Well, I would love your thoughts on all this. Heads up and false flag warning, I guess, for all of 2015, because I'm telling you, this mainstream propaganda about terrorism is not going to go away without some big crap they're going to try to pull off to further take liberties and freedoms from Americans, further enslave people around the world. Just some midweek madness for you. I'll put a couple videos at the bottom. War on Terror is a Scam by Monograph. Definitely check that out. I fully agree. And I'll put one from Charlie McGrath, Extremist Threat. 6 minutes long. Check out what he has to say. And Charlie, it's damn good to see you, man. I know a lot of us miss your commentary videos. Thank you for taking time to let us know what's going on, your thoughts on all this. And my subscribers, if you found this video helpful, if you think the information below is helpful, please rate the video, please pass it around, send it to your friends and family. Make them aware of all the crap that the government is trying to do in the name of enslaving human beings. To the mainstream media, Wolf Blitzer, Anderson Cooper, all of you should be ashamed of yourselves. Ashamed of yourselves. You're not journalists. You're puppets in the same sick play. You think what you're doing is journalism? You're fear-mongering assholes is what you are. And you should be ashamed of yourself. You're not journalists. You're nothing. That's why the alternative media is killing you at every turn. To everybody else, be advised. Madness coming our way. You guys take care. Stay safe always. I will see you on the next one.